Hi, my name is Roger Dreyer. I'm the CWO, or that stands for Chief Wizard Officer, of Fantasma Magic. And welcome. Thanks for purchasing the Mesmerizing Magic Show. Now you're going to have a lot of fun with this collection of some of the most unbelievable, awesome, mesmerizing magic tricks that have ever been put together. These are actually professional magicians' props, but they're really easy to do once you know the secret. And you're in for a treat because my friends Magic Ballet and Mr. Simon Lovell will be teaching you how to do all these mesmerizing magic tricks. So enjoy and let's have some fun.
Right, you ready for a bit more magic, Giselle?
Of course I am.
A classic coming up, the cups and balls. Let's get Amanda to come and help with us. Okay, everyone, give Amanda a nice round of applause. A little bow, Amanda, please. Oh, very professional. Wow, isn't it? Very professional. Now, for the cups and balls, we need 3 little balls and 3 little cups. The idea is that we take one of the balls, put it on top of one of the cups. Amanda, put a cup on top. Giselle, play along with your cup, please. The little magic wiggle. You'll remember the magic wiggle, right? And that ball drops straight through the cups. Let's try it again. Take a second ball, put it on top. Amanda, you would? Be still ready to pout. Giselle. Little tap. You better go wild, folks, because if it's done it, it's a miracle. Let's make the last one really hard. How's that? Last one almost impossible, possibly nearly impossible, maybe even impossible. Who knows? Amanda, put your cup on top. Marvelous. Does Giselle pick up the ball and place it on top? See, it's not going to go through one cup. It's going to go through 2 cups. Pick up the cup, put it on top.
Thank you for the direction. I wouldn't have figured out what to do without you.
What, had you forgotten? Both wiggle your fingers over the top because I need double the magical energy, Amanda. Giselle. Now, Giselle, just get the bottom cup and lift straight up. Let's have a look, you see. That's 1, 2, 3 balls, completing the mystery of the cups and balls. Whoa, you two are great.
Thank you.
Hey, Giselle, the big secret of the cups and the balls. You think there are only 3 balls involved. In fact,
There's 4.
there's 4. You were ahead of the game there. 4 balls, 3 cups. Now, to make it a little clearer for you, I've actually brought along some plastic clear cups so that you'll be able to see exactly how the trick works.
You think of everything.
Oh, I think of many, many things. Here's how you set up your trick. You have a cup, you put another cup inside it, put a ball inside that, and a cup inside that. So your ball is inside the middle cup. When you lay out your cups, you're going to take them from the bottom and turn them over like this. Now you'd think that ball would fall out, wouldn't you? But it doesn't.
Not if you're smart.
Well, not if you know science. It's a little thing called inertia. See, I do know everything.
Can you spell it?
I-N...
Doesn't matter. Keep
No.
going.
I can spell the first 2 letters. Here we go. We turn the cup over, now we turn this one over. See how that ball just stays in place there? That's all it is. That's the whole secret of the trick. You see? 1, 2, 3. We put a ball on top of that center cup. Cover it with a cup and a cup. Snap our fingers or do a magic wiggle. And it looks as though the ball has gone straight through. Now what you've also done there is because you put that ball on top of the cup,
You're ready for the next step.
you're ready to go again. It's actually just set your trick for you. So we go 1, 2, now put it on top of the ball that appeared there before, 3. So now you actually end up with 2 balls under that center cup, just as so. There's the ball that went through. 1, 2, 3. There's the ball there. Take a second ball, put it on top. Cups on top again. Oh, you can do that. Yes. That time you did some work. A little wiggle. And now it looks as though 2 balls have gone through. Just as before, you're set again for your very last ball. So when you cover the 2 balls that are on the table, you're adding a 3rd ball to them.
For dramatic effect, you can tell them it's going to be difficult, right?
Exactly. It's all about presentation of your magic and stuff. So this time, we put a cup on top, ball on top, and a cup on top again. That's saying to everybody, it's going to go through 2 cups instead of just 1. It makes no difference, the ball's already there. We do a little magic wiggle, make sure everyone's pumped to applaud like crazy, and show the 3 balls under the cups. You can also, by the way, because the ball is now in the bottom cup, you can actually just casually show your cups apparently empty because the secret extra ball is hidden away. And that's the whole secret of the cups and the ball.
Well, this is one of my favorite tricks. It's simply called, well done, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, you have to be ready because you have one of these weird little fool doulas growing out of your ear. Not only is it so weird that if you just kind of cut them directly into 2, they go into 2. Are you following me so far, Donna?
I'm following.
Okay, let me slow it down.
Okay.
Can you please count 1 to 10? 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3,
3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Was that pretty cool?
That was cool.
It's really cool. Here's 1, and here's actually another one. It's getting crazy, I know. Now open up your hand. Wow, I like what this line says about us, Donna. I'm just kidding. Wishful thinking. I'm going to take 1 ball for myself and take 2 balls, place them inside your hand.
No.
Give me a little love tap.
This hand?
Sure. The ball's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Open up your hand, Donna. And now you have the 1, the 2, and the 3 sponge balls. That's cool. The magic sponge balls. This is a classic of all magicians and made you smile, didn't it?
Definitely did.
What's great about the sponge balls is you can carry them around inside your pocket because they're not uncomfortable. But the principles behind the sponge balls, once you practice and practice, you're actually able to do it with paper napkins. So if you want to be impromptu at a party and you don't have your sponge balls, you can simply use paper napkins. So here's the setup. I have 1 sponge ball inside my right pants pocket. I have another sponge ball inside what they call a classic finger palm position. I'm not holding my fist like this. I'm not holding my fist like that. It's between the last 3 fingers, like that. So to start off with, I had another ball between my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers like this. So to start off, you can actually, looks like your hand's empty, reach behind your friend's ear and pull out 1 ball. As you pull out 1 ball, you transfer it into the other hand and you place both balls together and on top of the table at the same time, and in a little finger motion, you're sewing right through that. So now you have 2 balls. I'll show you that again. This ball is hitting your fingers. After, you just go ahead and produce the 1 ball, you place it into the other hand, you add the 2 balls together, and you just do a little sewing motion, and now you have 2 balls. Now I do, I think it was Audley Welsh that did this routine, where you do a 10 count. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I did is called a retention pass. Now let me show you that. I know it gets even crazier. What some people do is they do it again even a little bit faster. This is a great trick, and you can do this 10 count with coins or with money or soda caps, whatever. It's a great, great trick. Simply, you pretend to put the sponge ball into the left hand. Magic showed you a couple of different ways on this DVD. I can show you another way. This is called the classic retention pass. You pretend to put the ball in this hand. As the ball actually goes around this hand, your hand withdraws, but you actually take the ball with you. So, if you want to make it even better, you can do a little bit of a body motion. And what's important is when you pretend to put the ball inside the hand, you don't hold your hand like this, Donna. That's not going to fool anyone. You have to hold the hand like this. So you take the count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretend to put the ball in the left hand. 8, 9, Now don't show them like that. That's not going to fool anyone. 9, throw them up in the air, show that the ball's vanished to reappear over here. Now as all the attention's on the 2 balls, my body goes to the side. My right hand just simply goes into my pocket, pulls out a 3rd ball.
Okay.
I place 1 ball down. As I go to add the 2 balls together, I simply split them apart. So now we have 3 balls. Then I did that retention pass 1 more time. I said, Donna, open up your hand. I take 1 ball for myself. I take 1, or I'm actually having the other one there. And as I take 2, I'm going to put these 2 balls inside your hand and I want you to squeeze tight. What you're actually doing is adding that 3rd ball to it. You put the 2 balls inside your friend's hand, squeeze. Now what's important is you turn your friend's hand downwards because you don't want them to take a peek prematurely. Make a little magic pass, the ball's gone, tell your friend to open up their hand and wow, the sponge balls are there. This is going to become one of your favorite routines.
Very impressive.
I'm impressed. Okay everyone, we're ready to have some fun with my friend Donna. Well done, are you ready?
I am definitely ready.
Are you ready to be
You
mesmerized?
bet.
Okay, we'll see in a second if she still says you bet. Donna, hold on to the little red hanky. Hold on to the tabletop. Now I'm about to mesmerize you. Mesmerize you with 3 mesmerizing circles on the front. And here's the big question, Donna. The big question is, do you happen to have a favorite animal?
You bet I do.
You do? What's your favorite animal?
Porcupine?
Say cat.
Cat?
Yes, a cat. I'm glad you said cat. I take the red handkerchief and I place it inside the screen. Say the magic word.
Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus might work. And cool beans. Here's my friend John the cat. And of course, he's wearing the red handkerchief.
Wow.
I think he likes you. Now I'm going to tell you how to make this amazing illusion work very simply. Inside the Mesmerizing Magic Show is one of my favorite parts of it, called the Mesmerizing Panel Production. It also could be used not just as a production device, but as a tabletop. Throughout this DVD, you see my friends perform all these different types of great tricks. Now, if you were to utilize the table and have the tricks actually performed on top of the table, it would make for a much bigger show. In magic, there's 2 different types of performances. A type of magic that you just do right up close and personal, maybe called close-up or street magic, and then there's the parlor or stage type of magic. And with this piece of magic, this will allow you to make your show a lot bigger. Now let's tell you what it consists of. It consists of a tabletop and the production screen. The tabletop also has a very special addition to it, a secret back. In magician's terminology, this is called a servante. The way it's assembled is you just put the cardboard flap underneath this flap and you do the same for this side. This will form a box-like format. I'll show you lots of different things you can do with the aid of the servante. Now for the production. I love this trick. You start off by showing 1, 2, 3 panels and you show the reverse side. Wave your magic fingers, and of course I produced Johnny. Now let me show you how this works. Although there are 3 screens in the front, there's actually 4. That's right, Johnny, 4 in the back. To start, you show the 3 screens in the front, but you have to put inside the production bag your favorite object. Get on in. There you go. If you would like, you can tie another object around the object that you're about to produce to form a somewhat of a transformation that you saw with the red handkerchief vanishing and then reappearing tied around the production item. The way you show the screen empty is the 3 in the front. You first, with your left hand, fold the screen in towards you, the right hand towards you. Right now it forms kind of a Z. Simultaneously, you'll take your fingers in the front, your fingers in the back, and as you open it, you didn't even see that production bag, did you? Pretty sneaky. Then in the case that I did with my friend Donna, you show the handkerchief. You can actually either put the handkerchief just right in the middle of the screen, or if you're on a special type of table, you can move it closer to the edge. And what you're able to do is put the handkerchief into the screen, but in reality you're dropping it right to the floor. You say your favorite magic words, and lo and behold, ta-da! You get your Johnny the Cat along with the item that was attached to it. After you're done producing your favorite object, what's kind of a nifty tip is to fold it all flat, and you can even put your item on top like this, and they'll have no idea where your favorite item or your cat has come from. Enjoy!
Giselle, you know one of the great things about magic?
It's great for everybody.
Absolutely. Magic for all ages. That's what makes it so universally appealing. And you know one of my favorite decks of cards in this magic kit?
I don't know. What is it?
The Phantom deck. Now, I know you'd like to see it, but you've seen it already. So why don't we hop over to another studio, little secret location, where we've got a bunch of kids around with us, some younger magicians, and let's see how the Phantom deck freaks them out too. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's go to the other location, my friends. Hey guys, do you all like card tricks?
Yes!
Everybody loves card tricks, and I'm going to do a really good one for you right here and right now. We have a deck of playing cards. As you can see, they're all different, all mixed up. And I'm going to ask Sophie, right? This is the great Sophie, everybody. I'm going to ask Sophie to touch the back of any card you like, Sophie. Just touch one. That one?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. See? You remember it? Everybody gets to see it? Okay. Now, Sophie, we'll put the deck back together. Wiggle my fingers over the top. Little magic thing going on there, my friends. And I'm going to try and tut straight to your card. That would be a good trick. See if I can do it. Did I get it?
Yeah. Wow.
I always get it.
Wow.
But you know, Sophie, do you think you could do it? Let's try it. Let's cut out 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're a woman of danger. Let's make 4 piles. And I want you to touch any pile you like, Sophie. Anyone. That one, you sure?
Yep.
How long have you been doing magic, Sophie?
4 years.
4 years. Well, you're getting pretty good at it, my friend.
Wow.
God. That's great. You know, Sophie, how we do that? I cheat. I cheat because I can make these cards with one little snap of my fingers all look like the 5 of hearts.
Oh my God.
Now, that's weird, a little weird. So before we all get too frightened, let's snap our fingers over the deck and turn the cards back to just a normal deck of cards. And that's the Phantom deck. Okay, so we're here with the delightful Giselle and daring Danny. Danny, this is Giselle.
Nice to meet you. Giselle.
It's nice to meet you, Danny.
Can I call you G?
Yes, you can, but you can't, Simon. You gotta
Okay.
call me Giselle.
Okay, so we've got G, D, and me in 3D. Then we'll have a cup of tea. Now, here's the explanation of your Phantom deck. When you open the deck, you'll find there are some extra cards. These are special little joke funny cards. Don't worry, your instructions will tell you how to play tricks with those.
So you're not clever enough to teach us.
Oh, well, I am. I'm very clever, Giselle, but I haven't got 4.5 hours here. So, here's the secret of your Phantom deck. The cards look quite normal, but in fact, they've been cunningly treated with a special coating that allows them to stick together in pairs.
Cool.
And behind each and every normal card, you'll find there's a 5 of hearts. So when you spread through the cards, not too lightly, not too heavy, you'll find that it looks just like a normal deck. Turn them face down, and because the cards are spreading in pairs, it doesn't matter which card they touch, it'll always automatically be a 5 of hearts. Now, the 5 of hearts are also slightly shorter than the other cards. So that means when you run your thumb up the back of the deck with the deck face up in your hand, you can always cut a 5 of hearts.
Awesome.
Our first little trick, cut a normal card to the bottom, do that by just turning the deck face down, and cut out 4 piles. Do it by running your thumb up the back. Now this time it doesn't matter which pile they pick, because on top of each and every pile, there's automatically a 5 of hearts. For our grand finale, we put the deck back together, run our thumb up the back, cut a 5 of hearts to the front. hold the cards with the 5 of hearts into your palm, and now just run your thumb along the top, and each and every card will look like a 5 of hearts.
Wow.
Grand finale time as you cut a card to the bottom, spread them out, and show it's just a normal deck of cards. Although, of course, we all know now it's not a normal deck of cards, it's actually the Phantom deck.
That was great, Simon, but I think Danny might do a better job. What do you
Thanks,
think?
G.
No problem, D.
I'm being fired.
Well, here once again with my friend Donna.
Hi.
Hi, Donna. Would you like to learn how us magicians do a lot of our tricks?
Sure.
Well, I'm going to break the International Brotherhood of Magicians magic code by revealing to you, well, we kind of have a secret pocket built right inside our hand. Can you see the secret pocket in our hand?
No?
Say yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. See, with the aid of the secret pocket, first of all, if you unzip the pocket and you place a type of little cloth or right inside the pocket, and of course I can just unzip the pocket and the handkerchief is gone. But you of course see where the handkerchief is bulging right out of my hand, don't you? Say yes.
Yes?
Yes, I knew you would say yes. And again, I just kind of unzipper the pocket, and there's my handkerchief.
Wow.
Did you like that?
Impressive.
Well, not only can I make handkerchiefs or dollar bills vanish and reappear, would you open up the sweet and low? This is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, I just unzipper the pocket. I take some sugar. Yikes. A little bit more.
Yeah.
Hold on to it. And what I'm able to do is just blow. And of course, all the sugar is gone.
Way to go.
I have no idea. But if you hang around, I'll teach you how the secret magician's gimmick works. Donna, I owe you an apology. I lied. There's no such thing as a magician's secret pocket that opens and closes.
There's not?
Nope. It all has to do with being...
Whose thumb is that?
Whose thumb is that? This is what you really call the secret magician's gimmick, or called a thumb tip. That's right, a thumb tip. Magicians have the weirdest names, but this one actually happens to be quite practical. What's really amazing is, depending upon how you hold the thumb tip on your finger, you're never ever able to see it. Now, one of the great lessons that I learned from a magician named Paul Diamond when I was doing magic as a youngster, he says this thumb tip could be painted gold or silver and you still should not be able to see it. So let me show you some of the mechanisms and the way you move your hands to hide the secret magician's gimmick.
Okay.
You start off with, you put the thumb on your finger. Now don't mind if the thumb is a little bit too big for your thumb or a little bit too tight, it doesn't matter because once again, you're never going to be able to see it. The concept is to never hold your hands like this because you're not going to fool anyone. You hold your hands like this where I'm pointing, where the thumb is behind. I can put my hand on the edge of the table where the thumb is behind. If I want to show my hands empty, the thumb tip is behind. Just don't do this without it. Or sometimes, Donna, if I'm able to go like this, right in your eyes, you're never going to see anything. I can go just right there. You don't see anything.
Nope.
It's really, really cool. So here's how I start off. You can put any of your favorite objects inside your breast pocket, maybe a dollar bill or a little pocket silk, whatever you would like. You show your hands empty. As I'm turning to the right to show that there's a secret pocket inside my hand, when I turn to the left, I'm taking off the thumb tip. So I'm showing it empty. I'm then loading the thumb tip inside the pocket. Taking a handkerchief, you put the silk inside the thumb tip, you poke, right before it's all the way in, your thumb goes in, and as you go out to show that it's gone, show that it's gone and it's gone. And then you repeat the same body movement, you show it's here, then you unload the thumb tip simultaneously, pulling out the handkerchief. And what you can even do is show your hands empty and use the object in your hand. Once again, could be a bill or could be a handkerchief or soap, whatever you want. You can use the object to actually hide the thumb tip itself. And in the case of the sugar, you once again, you unzipper the pocket, you place the sugar inside. Now, a quick tip from my friend Jim, never use sugar because it always gets sticky inside the thumb tip. He always prefers to use salt.
Okay.
You brush off a little bit. As you're brushing off, your thumb goes inside, brush off, the salt vanishes. Now you can make the salt or sugar reproduce anywhere you want. You could wrap the dollar bill around the thumb tip. You can even go inside the handkerchief and open your hand on it. You can even slowly pour more and more and more and more and more and more the sugar right on your friend's hands. The tricks you can do with the Magician's Secret Gimmick are limitless. Refer to the instruction manual for a lot more additional tricks with it. Thumbs up! It's important for you to realize that you can actually put the thumb tip on either thumb, either your left thumb or your right thumb. In the instruction manual, it might pertain to being on the right hand, put the thumb, but although I'm a righty, I actually feel more comfortable with the thumb tip on my left hand. It's maybe my natural body movements of going to the right and then taking off the thumb tip with my right hand. Just for me personally, this feels a lot more comfortable. But it's important for you to do magic that makes you feel comfortable, so it's up to you whether you put the tip on the right or the tip on the left. The concept behind the servant is one of the professional magician's most guarded secrets. My friend Angelo Carbone came up with the idea of incorporating a servant and tabletop with the production panel. Thanks, Angelo. And here's the whole basis behind the servant. The concept is to be able to allow yourself to get rid of an object without the spectator have any idea that you had something in your hand before, and with the aid of the servant, you're able to drop the object out of your hand and into the back of the servant. Now what's important is, if you're to drop something into the cardboard box, you would hear a noise. What we recommend is putting either a piece of fabric or a sponge, or in this case some bubble wrap, just to quiet the sound, and when you secretly drop an object, no one's going to have any idea that you did that. Now, you just saw a bunch of my friends do some really cool magic. And with the aid of the servant, I'm going to show you some additional tips on how you can incorporate some of the magic you just saw and make it even more mesmerizing and amazing. Magic did a great routine with the penetrating bill, the pen through the bill. As you know, there's a little secret gimmick. What I recommend is after you pull the pen out, as you're throwing this down to let everyone examine, the extra pen gimmick just drops right inside the box, into the servant box. Now you can pass everything out, show your hands empty. This is a great way to utilize the servant for the pen through bill. Another concept is, when you saw Magic do the mind-bending spoons, you put the duplicate spoon right here in the servant, and when you're done, mesmerizing your friend and bending the spoon, you're going to look for the bag. As you go to look for the bag, you're simply switching one spoon for the other spoon. And that's also a great way to utilize a servant. On the multiplying soap bubbles, one of my favorite tricks, when you want to vanish the ball, you can actually vanish the ball and place the ball that I had in my left hand, just dropped it right into the servant. There's so many different ideas and ways that you can utilize this very secret of all professional magicians, and it's up to your imagination. My recommendation is to do it in front of a mirror so you can actually see what your friends are seeing. The most important thing is to make your moves look natural. Sometimes you might want to lean forward and then lean back slightly, and that allows you to have an excuse of having your hand be right near the edge of the tabletop and right to the back into the servant. Have fun.